Well, hello, folks out there in YouTube land. Got a big show lined up for you. Let's get right on into it. All right, yeah, Nico looked really good. He played a terrific ball game, and Kentucky showed up. They showed up. They played well. They've done that a few times this year. Of course, they beat Ole Miss, a team they really shouldn't have beaten. They handled them, and they almost beat Georgia, which nobody saw that coming. So they are, look, it's an SEC team. Mark Stoops is a good coach. He's having a bad year, but he's been a quality coach at a program that honestly, you know, they have a tough time competing. That's just a fact. And the other thing you need to realize too, this is Kentucky's Super Bowl this year. If they could come in and beat us at Neyland, that would have been monstrous for them. It would have been huge. So I guess we shouldn't be shocked that they showed up they were ready. And I don't know how ready we were. We just thought we'd roll the football out there and whoop up on them, which we almost did. Had our receivers helped out Nico a little bit more, that's what would have happened. When you look at the stats, Nico was 28 for 38, 292 yards. That does not paint the picture. He had two long passes that literally hit guys in the hands. I mean, Brazil, who is a great wide receiver, by the way, that's a catch he makes 8 times out of 10. And then Chaz Nimrod had one right here that was a 70-yarder that would have been a touchdown that he makes 99 times out of 100. And then we had a guy that went right over the middle into the end zone. Perfect pass by Nico. He catches it. He crosses the goal line. I'm thinking touchdown. I'd already written it down. And the guy's helmet hits the ball and pops it out. So 3 touchdowns were taken basically off the board because our wide receivers just couldn't hold on to the ball. And you could add 100 yards easily to his numbers. He should have had over 400 yards passing. And here's the thing. It's not like last year where Joe Milton would hit somebody's hands, but he'd hit them up here or back behind them. And you're like, well, if it hits the receiver's hands, they should catch it at 100 miles an hour. No, these were perfect passes. Great touch, great velocity, exactly where you want it, and it just didn't happen. That happens sometimes, man. That pressure of a situation like that, and that ball's coming at you, and you just look away for a millisecond, and boom, it's out of your hands. But anyway, he still had almost 300 yards and a touchdown, and no interceptions, and he ran the ball when he needed to, and he was very elusive. Dylan Sampson had a fine game. He did have a turnover, but he had 27 carries for 142 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's fantastic. Kinselman had a really nice game, 6 receptions, etc. Their guy, Brock Vandergriff, unfortunately got hurt. I hate that for him. He was playing a decent game. I mean, look, when that defense is pinning their ears back on you and coming at you, there's just not much you can do. And then James Pierce just wrecked him. Honestly, I didn't think that was going to be a head injury, but then when they showed the slow motion, I mean, and he hit him with his chest. It's not like he did head-to-head, with the helmet. So it wasn't targeting or anything. What was he supposed to do? You run over the quarterback. So hopefully he's going to be okay. And I doubt he'll play next week. Normally they put you in protocol and you got to go through all that kind of stuff. But anyway, Kentucky's offense played decent. They had like 350 yards. Yeah, right here, 360. We had 477. Could have been 600. Passing yards, rushing yards. You can see we outgained them. But, his yards per play were about the same. We had 29 first downs. They had 19. We moved the ball beautifully. We had great third down efficiency. Theirs was not good. They went for it on 4th down twice, didn't get it. And we gave them a gift there. We'd already ended the ball game, but the guy grabbed the face mask by accident there at the end. Didn't even need to. And we gave him a second shot and then stopped him again. But our efficiency was really good. We had 82 plays. They had 64, etc. And time possession was about the same. They had those 2 interceptions. Will Brooks, 3rd interception. This guy's got perfect timing. He's Hollywood. I might start calling him Hollywood. He just shows up at the perfect time and makes an interception. I thought he was going to have a pick 6. Ran it all the way back to 10. We wound up scoring the touchdown, which actually worked out great because that gave the offense a chance to control the ball for about 3 or 4 minutes and our defense some rest. So in reality, it was almost a good thing he got caught from behind. And that quarterback's fast. So I know Coach Heupel's thrilled with Nico's play. And he said so after the game. He said it's the best game he's had. He said he's getting better every play. And you can see that. You can see his confidence, especially when we were up by 3. He needed to take that ball, drive it down the field, and score a touchdown. And he did it mostly with his arm, which tells you he's very confident. He wanted to throw the ball. That's the type of quarterback you want. That's the Hendon Hooker right there that you remember. The guy that wants to throw it under pressure. That's a unique individual. So I'm really happy about that. Now we got to check on our buddy Nick Roush. Let's see how he handled the loss. He went into it thinking they'd probably lose anyway. But, of course, he had his own unique take on it.
Welcome to hell. Why do they do this to us like it? It's enormous, and it's just filled with all the local yokels who just, they thought they were going to come in here and it was going to be the whoop Kentucky parade. And hell, we all thought it. I was prepared for it. We all were prepared for it. And then what does Kentucky do? They go and play one of their best games of the year again. They do it against Tennessee, against Georgia, against Ole Miss. I mean, 3.
Well, I would say Ole Miss is probably not going to make the playoff. They'll have to beat Georgia next week. But this team played 2 playoff teams, and it probably played.
I mean, this is hell. This is the worst place ever.
And they probably played. You could argue maybe Ole Miss. It's probably the 3 best games they played all year.
Yeah, against all the best teams. You play the bad teams, you can't do it. That's why I'm in such a tough spot, Lucky. Because, I mean, we knew that they were overmatched. They were playing one of the best defenses in the country. The offense has been pretty bleh to this point. They're rolling quarterbacks in and out. And it's like, all right, well, you know what? Low expectations. I'm not going to get my hopes up. And then I'm the guy who's holding all of the stuff trying to wash his car, and he's just fumbling it all over the place. I mean, we got losing horse bets. I'm wearing a medium shirt right now because I can't bring my freaking jacket. I mean, it was everything was going wrong. And then what do? They can't even just like be a normal football team. Just be a normal football team. Instead, they got my hopes up. Kentucky was down 3 with 13 minutes to play. Just go win the game. And you know what they did? They dropped a freaking snap
with the ball. Yeah.
They just dropped the snap. Can we just? Why did you let me believe? I didn't want to believe. I wanted Tennessee fans to just be like, "Ha, you suck, Roush." But no, here I am, getting my hopes up, believing again. Why did I do that? Why did I think that they could beat this stupid team in this stupid stadium in this stupid place?
Did you?
But you know what? Everything unlikely this season. Who the hell knows? Who the hell knows? I just know that I'm ready to get the hell out of Knoxville. So let's get the hell out of here.
You don't need to hear things like that. You just a boy. You need to think about good thoughts while you still a boy.
Nick never lets you down, does he? It makes the victory so much better. It just really does when you've got somebody that gets that upset.
Yes! Yes! Oh, let me taste your tears, Scott. Your tears are so yummy and sweet.
Dude, I think it might be best for us to never piss Cartman off again.
And you can see him on Kentucky Sports Radio. I think he's actually pretty entertaining. I think he's pretty popular up there. I know he's super popular down here in the state of Tennessee. Anyway, if you like this content, be sure to hit that like button. Let's continue to cover all these big college sports stories. I'm going to do some more today. There's so many great stories to cover. I'm going to do more than just this show. And if you haven't subscribed, boom, 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 hit that little button right there. It'll help you get my videos, especially the ones coming out here later today. And right over here's the most recent video YouTube thinks you'll enjoy based on your viewing history. We'll see you next time on Sports Talk Jay.